and put Derek Clark, comma, motivational speaker, and then post it on my wall, or post it on your wall and tag me, I'll send you something with your email.
Yeah.
I'll send you the song.
Yeah. For free?
No, for free, MP3.
Oh, yeah.
So you won't have to go to iTunes to pay for it if you want. So,
all right.
Here we go.
This is my life.
Let me get my swag on.
Like the chicken dance to me.
Yeah, I know. That's a chicken dance right there. Thanks, Alex.
No problem, man.
Okay, here we go. This is what was going through my mind as a 16 and 17-year-old. Exactly what was going through my mind. Minus the cuss words. Here we go. Everybody runs from the danger. Never give up. Everybody runs from the danger. Never give up. You know, everything is trouble. If I can change my past, I'll be staying out of trouble and I know it lasts. But this is my life, a battle for my faith. Save my soul before it gets too late. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? I never thought I'd be wearing these shoes of life. And it don't feel right. When am I gonna see the light? Until the light walk with me. So I walk with me. Come on, there it is, just talk to me. Have you ever thought about me in your life? Why you wanna kill me and take away my life? From his blood dad, from his blood dad. It's messed up, knowing that I never knew my dad. Who didn't wanna be a dad? What's up with that? Don't understand, but yo, I gotta move back. Daddy, hey, where you been? In the jail cell, yeah, once again. You ain't never seen me smile, never seen me walk, never seen me talk, never seen me rock. This microphone, yeah, this is my home. Let me out of my name, cause I know I'm not alone. Yeah, these are my feet, and I'm telling how I feel. This is no secret, and I'm keeping it real. Now, mama, why'd you have to run away? Why'd you leave me alone? Why'd you have to let me take from my daddy? Daddy, daddy, hated, daddy, lies. Got all my outside, yeah, looking inside. I'm a bust this bitch, even if I gotta die. Yeah. Everybody runs from the danger. Everyone loses some sense of time. I never thought I'd have to lose my mind, yeah, lose my world and lose my soul. Lose the one to really gain hope. Now my sister's been killed and my brother's been killed and my friend's been killed. What am I gonna do? In the snap of a finger and my life gets changed in my brain. I'm making a man start to feel trapped with the long words. Yeah, hate begins. Now I'm mad at the world cause the pain won't end. God, cover up the hurt, cover up the shame. I'm God in the middle of a hurricane of pain. No pain, pain. Show me what you got. No one's ever gonna let anyone back in my heart. So my wrist starts to bleed and I don't feel the need. Living in this planet world, no one help me, man, I need you. Say a prayer for me. Yeah, let me believe that you believe in. Yeah, let me believe that you believe in. Yeah, let me believe that you believe in me. Everybody run from the danger. It's my life. This is my story. This is my pain. Everybody. This is my glory. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that was my life at 16 and 17 years old, man. You could not tell me that I was not a white boy rapper. I was a rapper. That's it.
Mac Miller.
That was it. Now let me tell you, I got to spin it over and over again, man. I was invincible. I felt invincible. You throw this persona on, this rapper, no one can mess with me. I got my little crew, everything, But I'll tell you that it just made everything worse. I can tell you that rap totally helped me get all my feelings out and stuff like that, but the ego comes with it. And when I talk about ego, I never joined a gang. There was plenty of gangs in my school. But I hung around with them because they like to fight, and I love to fight. And I had this reputation of being this fighter. And this one time, I'm just going to tell you, this one time I was hanging out in Castro Valley at this place called Muggs. And all of a sudden there was 4 different gangs that came there to just battle each other. And we had our knives and the bats and all that stuff. And some people were packing and all that, but I wasn't. And some of my friends really got messed up, and then people started, there was this Filipino gang that started popping off shots. And people started getting hurt. and I ran across the street to Taco Bell. To get a taco. I ran across the street to Taco Bell, and I went and hid behind the purple dumpster. And then all of a sudden, the dumpster gets shot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die today. I'm going to die. I'm going out like this. I ain't going to go out like this. And I start running. My friend in the yellow truck, Matt, he's going down the middle of Redwood Road. And he says, Derek, come on. And I run down the middle of the road, running so hard away from the incident, and I jump in the back of his truck. And we get out of there. Guess what? The next day, everyone's talking, Diamond got shot at. Diamond got shot out. And that just made me more feel invincible. I'm sad to tell you that invincibility that I thought, that power, that whole thing, I got expelled my senior year in high school. I got kicked out my kindergarten year, and 12 years later, the same exact thing, violence and disrespect to authority, kicked out my senior year. Now, I recently spoke at President Obama's Federal Department of Labor's National Bureau of Prisons Conference. And the whole audience is all federal penitentiary wardens, judges, and parole officers.
Damn.
Let me tell you some statistics about me and where I come from. I spent 13 years in foster care. 13 years. Do you know that 40% of the U.S. homeless population is former foster care? Do you know that 80% of the U.S. prison population has been in foster care? Is that crazy? I'm about to be a statistic. I'm going to end up just like my dad and go to prison. And so my dad, when I just turned 18 at that point. And when you turn 18 in the foster care system, the checks stop coming because the county pays the parents to take care of you. And at 18 years old, it's called aged out. You're done. And hopefully your parents like you and will keep you, or generally you go out on the street so they can get the room ready for another kid. And my dad says to me, my foster dad says to me, Derek, I need you to go to this 3-day course to understand your anger. Now let me tell you what was going on. In the song it says that my sister was killed, my brother was killed, and my friend was all killed. All my biological sister, who I was looking forward to meeting one day after 10 years, I hadn't seen her in 10 years. I wrote her a letter, and she said that she would want to come see me. Well, she never came to see me, and I get a letter from my biological mom stating that my sister was shot and killed on Mother's Day. Then my biggest mentor in my life, my foster brother, was killed about 8 months later. And then my very good friend was killed a few months later. So 3 deaths within a 1.5 year period. So that's part of the reason why I just lost and hated everybody, and I disrespected everybody, and that's why part of the reason why I got expelled. So my dad, foster dad, says to me, you need to go to this 3-day course. I paid several $100s for you to go. And I'm like, I ain't going there. I'm done with psychiatric counseling. I went to counseling all these years. I'm done with all that stuff. He goes, Derek, if you're going to live in this house, you're going to do it. I go, well, then I'm out of here. He goes, why don't you do it for your brother then, who had just been killed? And I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out. So I go, and there's